There has been a church in Tudeley since Saxon times, and indeed the present building was built on the original footings in the 12th century, with the main body completed in the 13th century. However, it is only in the last 30 years that people have travelled from all over the world. Thousands each year come to see our treasures, the Chagall windows. Marc Chagall, a Russian Jew, had a great faith in the Old Testament, and his paintings represent not the dream of one people, but of all humanity. It might seem improbable, but he didn't start painting on glass until he was in his 70s. Whilst Tudeley can boast of 12 windows by Chagall, there's only one other in the country, and that is in Chichester Cathedral. Lady Davide Goldsmith and her 18-year-old daughter Sarah went to Paris in 1961 to see the Hydatia synagogue windows created by Marc Chagall. Sarah was completely bowled over with them and never talked of anything else. 2 years later, in 1963, Sarah's life was cut short when she and David Wynne died in a boating accident. And this prompted Lady Davide Goldsmith to commission Chagall to create a memorial window. His first efforts were declined, as it was thought it would make the church a memorial to Sarah. So Chagall went away and worked on design, which you can see behind the altar. This window is very different from the one you would expect. It is not biblical, but a narrative of Sarah's death. Let's look at the various elements that make up the story. At the bottom is a large area of blue, and Sarah on a boat. Moving up, we find Lady Davide Goldsmith with her 2 daughters, Sarah and Chloe. Around the water, mourners. On the red horse sits Sarah. Sarah is on the Jacob's ladder. At the top, we find David Wynne. Christ on the cross, without a crown of thorns. Chagall said, "This is benevolent Christ, welcoming these 2 people." At the dedication of this window, Chagall said that, were it not for the 19th century glass in the chancel, he would be happy to do the church in its entirety. After much discussion, the earlier windows were moved to the vestry and displayed in light boxes.